The Manticore is a winged lion and people eater, apparently. That's how it's described in the book, which is kind of funny. So these guys live in the Arctic, coastal, grasslands, hills, mountains, and their treasure is any, which is a little crazy. So they are just an amalgamation of a bunch of creatures. They crave the taste of humans, specifically. And they also sometimes eat other people or livestock if the humans aren't available. They have very tailed bristle. Their tails are very bristly, and they have spikes that they actually launch at their prey and stuff like that. And despite their ravenous tendencies, they do actually enjoy speaking with those they're about to devour. So that's excellent. That's not terrifying at all. And we're going to go and look at their stat block and how you can use them in your campaign. So first off, we can go and see that they are not the strongest, but still, CR3 is pretty good. 14 AC, 68 hit points, 30-foot movement, 50-foot flying. They are lawful evil. So they do have, and they also can speak common, interesting enough. So you could probably reason with them, which is kind of funny, because you could like offer to maybe give them a more tempting meal or something like that. Be like, hey, I could give you like two people, or I don't know if that's a good idea. Probably not, just because they're going to eat them. But they are large monstrosities, and but they could be reasoned with, especially with that 7 intelligence. You could probably trick them. They also have a multi attack like a rend attack that does overall or like 7 damage, and then they also just have that tail spike I mentioned earlier that does another 7 damage, but it's got 200 range for its attack, which is a little crazy. So, guys, using these in your campaign, I would suggest they are very powerful just because of their fly ability. So I would suggest sending them at level 3 for your party, just because of that fly ability, because your fighters won't be able to go ahead and attack them necessarily all the time, just because they are able to fly, and they could just tail spike. So keep in mind that it might be a time where some of your party members might not have actions, especially if they don't have like stuff that can deal with that. So that's why I suggest that any lower, and you're probably looking at maybe a party wipe potentially, just because of that tail spike could easily take out the like weaker mages and stuff like that. Overall, pretty crazy, pretty cool. Consider using them in your campaigns.